to our Wednesday night coverage of the NBA. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to Fall. Down low. Garuba with a rebound. Here's Musa. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Here's Fall. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
About a minute into this first quarter. Here's Campazzo. Off target from outside. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. When I asked about guarding the big man, Domantas Sabonis, he told me his versatility is really tremendous. I told our guys to be aware of not just his scoring ability, but to clog up any passing lanes they see, because he can really move the ball too. It's going to take a total team effort from us. Let's see how things play out.
Allie, thank you.
At the line for your home team.
And that one misses. Outside Fournier. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And it's off from three-point range.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And he comes up with a bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Deck. Beyond the arc. Second shot opportunity. Blocked! Now Fournier. Drives to the hoop. Soft touch off the glass.
The penetrating game, the ability to get inside off the dribble, very important for this team. And Fournier is brilliant when it comes to slicing up the defense with his drives.
Here's Campazzo to the paint. And a two-handed jam!
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Here's Papanikolaou. Pass to Vezenkov. Six on the shot clock. Here's Papanikolaou. To the inside. And it's blocked. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And we have to take another look at that block.
Boy, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
A minute 58 left in the first quarter. Here's Deck. Pass to Musa. Lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound. Here's Garuba. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Fall. This one for three. Deck with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
A minute 9 left in the first. Puts up a three. No luck on that one. Deck's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Outside Fournier. Pass to Fall. Here's Vezenkov. 6 to shoot. They set the screen. He takes it in. Good work there as it goes.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Here's Campazzo. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Garuba with the bucket. There's 31 seconds left now in the first quarter. Here's Fall. Deck with a rebound. Takes it inside. Musa, good.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Here's Vazenkov. Three seconds left. That shot off the mark. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Up 3. And quarter number 2 will get. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball. A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And it's rejected. Here's Dorsey from deep three-point land. And Azonia pulls it down. With the drive.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Dorsey. Pass to Evans. 5 on the clock. There's a screen. Peters. Off the mark there with a 3. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Misses the 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
And we're going to have a jump ball. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Hey, we know every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Here's Azonia. Pass to Gonzalez. To the middle. Another shot. And it's good on the layup.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Here's Evans. Still without a bucket. From deep. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Here's Gonzalez. And he dunks it down.
VA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Pass to Ibaka. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. Off target with the 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Peters. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Here's Azonia. No good on the triple. Here's Peters. Pass to Dorsey. 1:44 left in the first half. They retain possession. The 3 is up. He drops it from range. Dorsey's got 6 here in the quarter.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Here's Azonia. From outside the arc. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Dorsey. And Azonia pulls it down.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You take a look at the home team. They've fallen down to the 3rd spot and are hoping to turn things back around.
When I look at this visiting team, they really came out swinging this year, putting to rest all of the doubts about their abilities. Now we'll see if they can maintain that energy.
Pass to Evans. Here's Dorsey. Out to the right wing. Here's Evans. No points so far. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Off the inbound, no good. And there's the drive. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
And that one drops for him. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
It's stolen. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Up by 1. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the 3rd quarter, right after the break.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny.
You take a look at the visitors. I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't. Showing they know how to play. Team chemistry is on display. Like what I did there? Showing they know how to play. Chemistry.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. The visitors with the ball. It's a 1-point game. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Musa in at the shooting guard position. Inside. Here's Campazzo. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Musa. From downtown, drills it from deep.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Deck in at small forward. To the paint. Picked it out of midair. Here's the break.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Second half getting started, about a minute played. Can't get it to drop.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Down low. It's stolen away. Here's Papanikolaou. Pass to Vezenkov. It's stolen by Campazzo. In transition, here they come.
Well, when you're careless with the ball, that's what happens. It ends up going the other direction.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
Here's Vezenkov. No good off the glass.
stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Here's Deck, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity. There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
Away team foul. 0. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Musa. Fournier covering. Here's Musa. He has 7. They get it back. Goes back up. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Personal foul. Second team
I don't mind
foul.
that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And here's the fast break. To the wing, right side. Here's Fall. No made baskets yet. Shot clock at 6. Off target from 3-point range.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
There's a screen from Garuba. Here's Deck. The rebound by Vazenkov.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
And down it goes. 2 points.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
To the middle. Here's Garuba. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Personal foul.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Papanikolaou. Back to Fournier. It's deflected. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Deck. Here's Garuba. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Here's Fournier, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Garuba down low. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
I just love the ball movement.
Fournier for 3. The shot off that time.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Garuba. Pass to Campazzo. 3-pointer. The rebound by Vazenkov. Here's Fall. Out to the right wing. Picked it. Here's Campazzo. No good on the buzzer beater. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. They lead by 13. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Fournier, and the layup is good off the glass.
And it's hard to deal with Fournier if you're defending him. I mean, he makes good decisions, whether he's passing or shooting the ball, and that makes him hard to guard.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Here's Papanikolaou. No good with the triple. Ibaka against Fournier. Back to Ibaka. Lays it up and banks it in. Ibaka's got 4 points this quarter.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Papanikolaou. Banked it in off the glass.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Here's Gonzalez. Fournier covering. There's the three. The rebound by Vezenkov.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. 5 to shoot. Pass to fall. Ibaka with a steal. And they're on the break.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more. If you allow them to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Ibaka down low. Here's Hezonja. The three ball. No good. And here comes the break. Here's Vezenkov. Tipped away. Here we go.
Away team foul. 0. Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. The shot by Hezonja, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Pass to Evans. Here's Dorsey. And Hezonja pulls it down. Dorsey's gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. There's the steal.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
A minute 53 left in the final quarter. Pass to Hezonja. Hits a three-pointer.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Driving inside. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Ball is turned over. Home team ball.
.114 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Over the past few seasons, we've seen a big youth movement in the NBA, Clark, with average age dropping to an all-time low.
Yeah, those are the facts, and it's great that there's so much talent. I don't dismiss or discount that at all, but you still have to have a level of value and appreciation for what experienced veterans can bring to your makeup and to your team. That experience is invaluable, and very few teams win at a high level without having a blend of young talent and talented experience, too.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Now here's Ibaka. 27 seconds left in the game. Sinks that one from the post.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Evans. And miss after miss right now. Three-pointer, no good. So the home crowd treated win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a...
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
He doesn't get the second one. Driving the lane.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. Here's Campazzo. Pass to Musa. 6 on the shot clock. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Williams. It's stolen. Here's Tavares, poked away. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Just 5 on the clock. No good, shot missing.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Tavares, the shot misses. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. He takes it in. Got a hand on it. And here comes the break. Here's Garuba. Oh, wow, what a great move inside. That is incredible. And he dunks it down.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. The shot by Deck, no good. It's up a 3. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Drives to the hoop, and it's good. 2 points. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Shoots the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 5 points in the game. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Yes, that goes in.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Campazzo, the pass to Deck. Plays it up and banks it in. Deck's got 7 points. Deck's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
51 seconds left in the first quarter. Got a piece of it. Pass to Musa. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Driving inside.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. The 3. Rebound by Williams. McDowell, White. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. 10 points for him. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Got it off in time, and the last-second attempt doesn't fall. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Up by 2, and the second quarter will get underway just after this short. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point. looking to run at every opportunity.
A 3-ball. No good that time. And here's the fast break. Porchita. And Gonzalez pulls it down. To the inside. Porchita. Ibaka right side. Lasagna, the pass to Gonzalez. Clock at 4. And no good. His first shot of the night missing.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
And the shot goes down.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Kept alive. Tries to keep it alive.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Porchita. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Lasagna. Fast break. Here we go.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
To end the drought. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Porchita. And he goes in for the dunk.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Hezonja on the wing. Scoreless thus far. And a miss there on the triple. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Porchita drills it from outside. He's got 7.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. .143 left to play here in the second quarter. And a missed layup. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Driving to the basket.
And guys, it doesn't matter who you're rooting for. You've got to appreciate a reverse jam like that.
Greg, those kinds of dunks are how reputations are built.
Yes.
To the paint. Here's Ibaka. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Ibaka hits both of them. .106 left in the first half of the game.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Pulls up on the wing. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Down low. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Screen by Ibaka. Here's the three. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
The second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Leading by 9. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your
What do you think about our Eastern Conference winner?
Oh, he does a lot for this team. Controls the pace, keeps everyone involved, and then he can score.
And looking back on that first half, it certainly hasn't gone as planned for the home team.
To me,
thank you for being with us.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And it's Musa in at the 2. And he drives in. McDowell White. Rebound by Tavares.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Here's Deck. Offensive rebound. Shot clock at 6. Williams with the block. And they're able to recover. Here's Campazzo. From outside, off the mark.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors. Starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
And it's Tavares in at the 5. McDowell White. That one goes in. 6 points for him.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Jack passes to Garuba. Here's Campazzo. Can't nail the jumper.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
It's blocked. And they recover it. Stripped it away. Deflects the pass. And it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Inside, here's Garuba. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Garuba's got his second bucket of the game to go. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. No good on the triple.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort today.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Looking to get it going. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter of the game. 5 to shoot. And Garuba pulls it down. Garuba's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Campazzo. To the left wing. Here's Tavares. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Baseline try. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got his 4th rebound in this one. Driving inside. They get it back. Pass to Campazzo. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Here's Garuba. Offline with his 3. There's 25 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Pass to Williams. Misses the deep 3-point attempt. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. They're up by 11. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter. And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Here's Campazzo. And it's Garuba in at the power forward position. And there's the drive. Pass to Musa. Here's Garuba. Can't drop the tough 3-pointer.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
He had a nice open look right there.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Banked in off the glass.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by Tavares.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
To the middle. Sinks that one from the post. Garuba's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Over to the left wing. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's turned over.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
So both teams changing it up here. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. In the corner, Ibaka with it. From the arc. Nailed from 3-point land.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Ibaka's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Out to Gonzalez. Driving to the basket. Fires the 3. The shot, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Those 3-pointers off the mark.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Brigida. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
It's tipped. There's a screen. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Number 6.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter.
Number 6. First personal foul. First team foul.
They set the pick. Good on the triple.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
It's blocked. And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession. Outside, Gonzalez fires for 3. That shot no good.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Lasagna's shot is off.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Lets the 3 fly. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
One second separating the shot clock and game clock. 6 to shoot. Fires from way outside. Off target. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited.
Welcome to the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. What a beautiful Tuesday evening it is, folks. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. It's a one-on-one situation. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Gets the ball up the court immediately, and that pass to find the man cutting to the bucket couldn't have been timed any better.
Ball no good. And they're pushing it up. They get it again. Pass to Williams. Not going to go that time. Right side, Fournier. Here's Vezinkov. Clock at 6. Williams grabs the board.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A three-point chance here if he can convert.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the arm. Incredible.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Offensive rebound. Here's Papanikolaou. Outside Fournier. To the inside. Fall. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
Outside, Williams. Fournier covering. Right wing. Clock is at 3. Fires for 3. Fournier with a rebound. And here they come. Here's Papanikolaou. The kick out to Fournier. Pass to Vezinkov. A deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some. And that makes it a tie ball game. Here's the pick. Oh, it's stolen. Here's Papanikolaou. Finished off the break.
Well, the pass to set up that bucket was terrific. Fired it right up the court. Didn't allow the defense to react in time. Nice.
And again, unable to change momentum here. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. 4-3. That shot, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so. That three's off the mark. 1:49 left to play in the first. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Inside, it's picked off. Let's go with a 3. The shot that time not on target. 1:09 left in the first quarter.
It'll be a turnover. The ball goes to the away team.
A minute 4 left to play in the first quarter. Fournier covering. Right side, Williams. 3 on the clock. And that misses. That would have put him up. Outside Fournier. They set a pick. And he drives in. And and he buries his first look.
You've got to be able to manipulate the defense in pick and roll. Fournier, nice job there.
To the wing, right side. Sinks the tray. 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Away team foul. McDowell White. First personal foul. First team foul.
9 seconds left in the first quarter here. From deep three-point land. The shot comes out. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. They lead by 1. And the second quarter is on it. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Here's Peters. Fires the three. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Going inside, Brochita. And that one is hammered home.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And they're on the run. Fires from deep. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now. Oh, got a piece of it. Three-pointer off the mark. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. That one's good for 2.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Away team foul. Number 15. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Evans. No points yet. Down low.
Away team foul.
On Thursday and then Sunday.
First personal foul, second team foul. At the line for your home team.
And the first one at the line is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Brochita. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Got a piece of it. 4 on the clock. And it's all tied up.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Rebounded by Evans.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Pass to Dorsey. Here's Evans. No made baskets yet. Over to the wing, to the paint. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
The ball goes to the away team.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Brochita gets the 3 to fall. He's got 5.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Pass to Dorsey. Six to shoot. Here's Evans. The three is up. That one doesn't drop. And a miss there on the triple. Here's the three. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. 1:41 left in the half.
Home team foul. Evans. First personal foul. First team foul.
Five on the clock.
Home team foul. Number 77. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the away team. Number 26.
He does not get the second one. A minute 20 left in the second. Here's Peters. Out left to the wing. Pass to Evans. Three-pointer. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
The three on target from range.
And they seem to have a hard time picking good shots in the first quarter, but it's all coming together now for them here.
Here's Dorsey. He's scoreless. There's a screen. Pass to Evans, to the middle. It's stolen. Prochita. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Peters. Here's Dorsey. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Prochita. Kept alive. Second chance effort. And that's off the glass and in.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
And so that's the end of the first half. Up 9. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Make some noise and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to...
Guys, how about our Eastern Conference winner?
His activity on both ends has been remarkable, constantly looking for ways to affect the game.
And now, guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for the home team.
You can see that game.
Thanks, as always.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. To the paint. Here's Vezenkov. And he makes it on the layup. Vezenkov's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Driving to the basket. To the inside. And that's a foul called on Evan Fournier. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And there's the screen. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Here's Fall. From deep. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds in the game. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Shot on the wing. It's hauled in by Fall.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the free throw, no good.
You know, there's an unpredictability about what Evan Fournier does that keeps defenders guessing. This guy is outstanding at using that to his advantage.
Inside, and Williams over to help. Here's Papanikolaou. The three-pointer off the mark.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Fournier covering. From behind the arc. Doesn't go that time. Here's Papanikolaou. They set the pick. Pass to Vizenkov. The 3. He's off on that one.
Trying to get it going. Only 1 for 5 to start the second half.
He shoots. They grab their own miss. Williams with the screen. And there's the lob. And Williams punches it home.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Pass to Vizenkov.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
To end the drought. Williams grabs the board.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
On the take.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
And stolen by Williams. Puts up a deep 3. Launches it. No good on the shot. Outside Fournier. 1:10 left to play in the third quarter here. Here's Papanikolaou. Pass to Vizenkov. Offline with a 3.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Here's the pick. Spins. Ooh, ripped away. It's a one-on-one situation. And that one is stuffed right through.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Fournier with a rebound.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, B.A., they should really stick with what they've been doing.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Takes a 3, and the three-pointer goes. Give him 8.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Down low. From the arc. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. They lead by 12. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Here's Papanikolaou.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Williams in the post. Another shot. Shot from the low post is good.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Offensive board.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Count it.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
The three. The shot misses. Williams has gone 1 for 3 on the night. Three-pointer. Can't hit that one. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Fall. Here's Vazinkov. Soft touch off the glass.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Fournier covering. Out to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Tries again. And he knocks the jumper down.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Here's Vazinkov. Drops in the layup for 2.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
They've got time on their side here, Graham.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Fournier covering. For 3.
Away team foul. The first personal foul. Substitution on the court.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
There's a screen. Here's Dorsey. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Dorsey's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. To the left wing. Wide open. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Beyond the arc. He can't get it to go. And the 3 off target. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Evans. Puts up a 3. That one no good. This one for 3. Drills it from deep.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
The shot by Dorsey, no good.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a 3 of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
He can't hit that time. And he takes that one up and powers it through. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From behind the arc. And no good.
And you know they're extremely disappointed right now. I mean, this one getting away from them.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
The visiting club takes the win on the road.
You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Tavares in at the 5, roaming the paint. There's the 3. One's off. He starts the game with a miss. Here's Deck. Sinks the three-pointer. Deck's got his second basket of the night.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Lays it up off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And Garuba is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. About a minute played so far here in the first. Didn't think that was going to go in. 5 points in the game.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Pass to Musa. It's deflected. And that one ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Shot clock at 6. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. The offensive rebound. That one's good for Zenkov.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
And there it is for him.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
For 3, Fournier. Rebound by Tavares.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Campazzo. Beyond the arc. Fall with the rebound. From deep. He doesn't hit that one. Here's Garuba. He's guarded by Fournier. Here's Fournier. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Launches it. He's off on that one. Here's Deck. He has 6. Tavares passes to Deck. The 3. That shot misses. Outside Fournier. For the 3. And Campazzo pulls it down. Pass to Garuba. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Here's Papanikolaou. Outside Fournier. Launches from deep. And Garuba pulls it down.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
To stop the drought, Papanikolaou, good.
Quickly up court with the basketball, delivered a perfect strike.
Here's Musa. Here's Garuba. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Here's Musa. Hasn't made one yet. He gets it in there.
Elite passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Fall. Here's Vazenkov. Stolen. And here we go. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Fall. Musa grabs the miss. To the inside. Garuba lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Garuba's got 8 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Leading by 7. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Really left alone that time. Of course, he's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Down low. From past the arc. The rebound by Ibaka.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside, Gonzalez. Offensive rebound. Screen by Ibaka. From outside the arc. No good.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Second chance shot, and no good that time.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Evans kicks to Dorsey. Here's Peters. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Ibaka outside. There's a good screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A second chance effort. He lays it in.
Well, he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Covered by Evans. Out to Gonzalez. To the paint. Here's Ibaka. Drops in the layup for 2.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Evans. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Gonzalez passes to Hazania.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Peters. Back to Evans. 1:33 left in the second quarter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Gonzalez. And he uses the glass on the layup. Gonzalez has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Three-pointer. Pass to Ibaka. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Ibaka's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
First personal foul. First team foul.
.44 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Peters. There's the screen. Here's Milutinov. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Back to Gonzalez. Going inside. Covered by Evans. Another shot. They shoot again. And Azania gets it to go.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
And the wide open shot from Evans. And we've reached halftime in this one. They're up by 8. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
You can almost taste All-Star Weekend. The celebrations on and off the court. Shaq, you know all about that. Let me hear some memories.
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the visiting team.
When you take care of the...
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. They've got Fall, and it's Fournier in at the 2-guard. Pass to Vezenkov. 3-pointer. And no good.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost him.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Fournier, still without a basket. 6 on the shot clock. That 3 off the mark.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
The quick look, no good that time.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Pass to Fall. Here's Vezenkov. Hazonia defending. Here's Fall. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 5 points in the game.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Fournier. Buries the long-range jumper. Fournier's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, he's got the long-range motion going now. Fournier for 3.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And now, here's Hazonia. Defense right on him. There's the triple. Rebounded by Papanikolaou. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Fall. A rebound by Hazonia. Hazania's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. This one for 3. And that one is off.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Now here's Fournier. D right on him. Latre. He can't get that one.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Out to the right wing. A 3-pointer is right on target.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
Down low and stolen by Hazonia. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage, so an adjustment was made. The fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed, no doubt about it, D.A. Now here's Gonzalez, right wing. Pass to Azania. 4 on the shot clock. Drills the three-pointer. 8 points for him.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Fournier goes in. Count the basket.
And Fournier, that was all just straight line. I'm coming at you.
58 seconds left to play here in the third. Launches a three. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The line for 2.
The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Lasagna, the pass to Gonzalez. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
34 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Vezenkov. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Campazzo, the pass to Deck. Here's Gonzalez. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Fournier. And the layup falls. Fournier's got 7 points for the quarter.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up 10. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, or you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Papa Nicolau in at the three. Pass to Garuba. Shot clock at 5. Goes back up. Tavares gets the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Fournier. And Garuba pulls it down. Fournier's gone 3 of 9 tonight from the field, 33%. Shoots it. They get the rebound. Pass to Deck. Here's Campazzo. Lets it go from deep. Here's Tavares. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Yeah, those are tough. You get back into the game by working harder than the other team, not the other way around. They're just going to extend this lead. Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Here's Campazzo. For 3. Fall with the rebound.
Well, I tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And here's Evans outside. Here's Milutinov. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Terrific effort from him really all night. Yet despite his supreme marksmanship, they're still operating at a deficit.
Took him no time at all on that one.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
First team foul.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the board.
Dorsey, that's good.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Greg, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
From downtown, pass to Campazzo from deep three-point territory.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Deck. Fires from deep. Here's Tavares. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Fires the three. The shot by Dorsey, no good. Dorsey's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Takes the three. Musa can't hit.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Dorsey's gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Here's Deck. Hits it from three-point range.
Look, they've earned this victory tonight. Tough to dominate the way they did.
You know, these nights last a long time when you just go out there and you outwork your opponent. You know that that's going to pay dividends. Tonight it's going to come in a win.
There's the triple. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Launches it. Tries again. Pass to Campazzo. Unloads. Up again. Here's Musa. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The visiting club takes the win on the road. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight, our analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Campazzo in at the point. Garuba, no good. Out to the right wing. The three ball. Nails it from three.
And that gets us rolling. Ooh, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Here's Musa. Takes the three. Drops in the three.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Campazzo with a steal. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. First quarter of play, a minute in. There's a screen. Shot clock at 6. And he banks in the layup.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Here's Campazzo. Into the lane. Pass to Deck. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Now here's Williams. Launches it. It's not going to go for him. To the middle. Here's Garuba. The layup off target.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
They get it back. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Here's Campazzo. Offline with a three. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Fires the three. Garuba with a rebound. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Poke loose. And here's the fast break. Nails it from beyond the arc. 6 points for him.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the first. Oh, Williams with the block. Williams with the screen. From outside the arc. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. To halt the run. And he lays it up and in.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And that one's good.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Deck. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Williams. Lets the three fly. Doesn't go for him.
and he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Out to the right wing. 36 seconds left in the first. And Campazzo missing.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
Basket counts.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Inside. Stolen. Here's the break. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Man, good whistle there.
At the line for the away team, Musa.
First one falls for him. Good on both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Pass to Musa. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound.
Bad foul. That's not who you want to send to the line.
First personal foul. 4th team foul. Shooting for the away team.
The first one falls.
Dick. 2 shots.
So he gets them both. Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
Wow. And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly.
The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. They lead by 7. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Pass to Gonzalez. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
A quick shot there. It's off target.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Slam home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Ibaka. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Off with the layup. Knocks it loose. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Here's the teardrop. And the shot goes in.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Pass to Gonzalez. Here's Ibaka. And the jam by Ibaka.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
And the shot goes. He's got 6.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And he goes in for the dunk.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Home team foul. Number 5. First personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here.
Good anticipation defensively. See the pass coming and manage it to snatch it. Run it.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
The three. No good that time. Launches a three. Can't get it to go. 3 for 5 shooting so far.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Driving in, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. A minute 42 left in the first half of this one.
Break down for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Blocked, and that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. There's a minute 26 left in the second quarter. Banked it in off the glass. Give him 8.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Fires in the triple.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Rochita. Gonzalez pulls it in. 50 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And here's Ibaka. And it doesn't fall for him. Made 2, missed 2 now. Rochita. And it's all from three-point range. Here's Ibaka. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for the away team.
That one misses.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. 24 seconds left to play in the half. And Azonia pulls it down.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
No good from the wing. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. They lead by 7, and we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Well, I think for the home team, they're a middle-of-the-pack team. Sure, they'll get some wins, but I don't know how much more beyond that.
All right, looking back now at that first half, a bit of a hill to climb for the visiting team.
Where's the...
And that's a wrap on.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. And he slams it in one-handed.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Musa in at the 2-guard spot. From deep. Pass to Deck. Jacks up a 3. Williams grabs the board. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Deck in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Campazzo. Basket's good. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. The kick out to Williams. Misses the three.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Pass to Campazzo. And stolen by Williams. Stripped it away. In transition. Here's Deck. They get the rebound. Back to Campazzo. Takes a three. Sinks it from distance. Campazzo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for your home team.
And that's good as he hits both shots. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Deck attacking. Uses the glass on the layup. Deck's got 5. Up and in on the layup.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Musa, 7 points in the game. Pass to Garuba. Here's Musa, down to 5 on the shot clock. 4-3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Brian, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie. There's the drive. Musa, no good. 1:29 left in the third. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Here's Garuba. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Campazzo. Shot clock at 5. Oh, it's stolen away. And he's all alone. Got a hand on it. 46 seconds left in the third. Garuba. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Garuba's gotten his first basket of the night. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. There's a screen. Here he goes. No good on the triple. Here's Deck. He's got 5. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Pass to Musa. Back to Deck. And stolen by Williams. He goes up. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Shooting for the away team.
And he drops the first. He's perfect from the line this time. To the inside. Lays it up and banks it in.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. They're up by 10. And we'll... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
To the paint. Rochita gets the 3 to fall.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
Pass to Azonia. Kept alive. Fires the 3. Drains the triple.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Rochita. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
He gets it in there.
Ibaka. Assist from
Ibaka's gone 3 for 5 shooting from the floor. There's the 3. Rochita. Counted from distance.
His second triple of the half. Well, look, that's 2 more than he had in the first, so things, I guess, are trending in the right direction.
Pass to Azonia. Into the lane. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
To the right side. Here's Gonzalez. Knocked away. And he's all alone. Rochita. And a miss there on the triple.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
And he throws it down with one hand.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. From downtown, that shot is off. In transition, here they come. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
shooting for the away team.
First free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
That one misses.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Fires for 3. And he can't get that one. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter here. Knocks it loose. Let's go with a 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Chalk up 2 there.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
The 3 is up. The shot no good. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter here. Off target from three-point range. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Three-pointer, no good. And they're running. Fires from deep. That shot missing. We're going the other way. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. He takes it in. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Should just about do it. Big time shot in the final stretches here.
Market time of death. Does that mean we get to officially enter garbage time? I vote hopefully yes.
First personal foul, second team foul.
Tries to save it. 29 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's the 3. No good there. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Here's Gonzalez. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
Tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Fall, and it's Vezenkov in at the 4.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And that one, good.
You know, with his handles, he excels at tricking up the defense and getting the good looks he wants.
And the 3 ball is good.
Really hard to guard him any better. I mean, sometimes he drains the 3 no matter what.
Pass to Williams. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Vezenkov. Rebound by Williams.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
McDowell, White. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, when I asked Coach about his top priority of this game, he said, without hesitating, containing Sabonis. He added, he's a skilled low-post player who plays with a lot of power. And when he's not scoring, he's making plays for his teammates. So the defense has its work cut out for them. Guys?
All right, thank you, David.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line. Yeah, good job to take it right at the line.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
0. 2 shots.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Fall. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. From deep three-point land, that shot off. McDowell, White. He's guarded by Fournier. Williams, a screen on Fournier.
So you know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Williams inside. Pass to Vizenkov. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
On the wing, Williams. Charity stripe shot. Rob. And they're running. And here we go. Here's Vizenkov. 1:41 left in the first quarter. Bean misses the three. Off with the layup. Vizenkov's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. McDowell, White bangs home the trifecta. He's got 7.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
They set the pick.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Here's Papanikolaou. Still yet to score. Here's Vizenkov. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Fournier. No good with the layup. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. McDowell, White. Here's Williams. To the inside. He's guarded by Fournier. His three-pointers off the mark. Puts up a deep three. No good on the last second attempt there. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. They lead by 1. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
You've got Evan Fournier, and it's Vizenkov in at the 4 slot. Here's Fall. This is his first free throw of the game.
First personal foul, first team foul. Shooting for the away team.
The first one falls.
2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. Borgita, he takes it in. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Pass to Fournier. To the middle. Here's Vizenkov. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
Porchita, he's guarded by Fournier. Fires the three, connects from three-point range. He's got 8.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Papanikolaou, the pass to Fall. That one falls. Fall's got 6 points in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
They swipe it to the right side. Pass to Vizenko. Here's Fall. From close range, the shot is good off the backboard. Fall's got 8 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
From outside the arc. Can't get it to drop. Made 3. Missed 2 from the field. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing. Really keeping things simple.
Pass to Papanikolaou. Puts up a deep 3. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Fall. Clock at 6. And the 3 off target.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high impact defense they want to see out of him.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And here's Fournier. Hasn't made one yet. That one doesn't go. Porchita. They grab their own miss. And another shot. From deep. Fall with the rebound. Now Fournier off target at the rim. Fires it up. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back with you right after this.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far.
Home team foul. Williams. First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Fall. Williams with the steal.
Just waiting for a chance to make a play, and when the pass was made, he's all over it. Just a fantastic steal.
They've got Fall, and it's Vezenkov in at the 4 spot. Fournier for 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. McDowell White off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
From the line, and it's good off the back rim and in. 9 points in the game so far.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Here's Vezenkov. And it's off from 3-point range. Pass to Williams. To the left side wing. Puts it up. Second chance shot. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. Outside Fournier.
Home team foul. McDowell White. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Vezenkov. A floater. To the paint. Here's Fall. Banked in off the glass. Fall's got 10 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
McDowell White. Offline with his 3.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And it's Vezenkov missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Taken away by Williams. McDowell White had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the 3.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up on Saturday, then on Thursday.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best. But if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
3-pointer. It's tipped. 1:53 left here in the third quarter. Here's Papanikolaou. And a miss there on the triple. A tight game here in Denver. Off target with his 3. Here's Vezenkov. Here's Fall. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Gets the 3-pointer to Fall.
1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Count that one. 10 points for him.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that.
McDowell White. .54 seconds left in the third. 6 on the shot clock. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. To the inside. Fall passes to Fournier. Here's Papanikolaou. Second shot opportunity. 3-second difference between shot clock and game.
Away team foul. 0. Second personal foul. First team foul.
And Fournier over to help. Pass to Williams. The 3. The 3. The shot comes out. The third quarter comes to a close. Leading by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Fall in at the center position.
Not sure which it's been since halftime. Either they've gotten sloppier or the defense has just turned up.
Borgita, and he can extend the lead to double digits. Evans feeling it out a bit. The tray. They get it again. From downtown. That shot missing. Borgita. A three-pointer is right on target. 19 points in the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Down low, Peters takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
That 3 off the mark. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. From the wing. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Pass to Dorsey. Inside. Fast break, here they come. Borgita. Second chance shot. Goes up again. From past the arc. Jacks up a 3. Not going to go that time.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
For the 3. Was shot missing.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Nailed from three-point land.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
And here's Evans outside. He can't get that one to fall.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill
shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. It was maybe a step out of his range. Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Out to the wing. Craps in the tray. He's got 22.
They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
And, you know, everybody in the building knows this is a wrap, a done deal. Put this one in the W column.
Puts up a three. The shot by Dorsey, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Eyes a three off the inbound. A shot off that time. 43 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Here's Milutinov. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal foul, first team foul.
That free throw, no good.
Milutinov at the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Five on the clock. Trying his luck from deep. It doesn't go for him. And so they get the victory here at home. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing.